How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is a day of another day we call Friday, and it would have been said, what's going on, people? Oh, this has been a crazy first week of July. Well, July, you know, it's been very much a lot of deaths and stuff, and rest in peace for the 2 guys that's been killed. You know, as well as the officers as well. You know, but I want to come to a reference to a story of reference to trans, because like I always said before, a lot of times when it comes to transgender women or trans experience, a transgender person, we are not really in the media as far as our deaths in our lives. And a lot of times when we are in the media, we really don't know, because a lot of times we're represented as our government names. We're not giving out the names as we are now going by. Now, there's a woman by the name of Goddess Diamond. She was 20 years old, and she was murdered by blunt force. Now, this is what happened. She was found inside of a car on the passenger side, and she was badly burned. Now, the thing about it is that they're not really sure if she was brought there to this location. Now, this location that she was brought to is called in Pine Village area in New Orleans, East Sunday, June the 4th. Firefighters extended the fire on 4400 block of Fleetlet Court at 4:20 a.m. Diamond was in the passenger seat, according to the police. Now, Diamond's mother had said that the last time she heard from Diamond that she was going to a party, and she had went and got a friend's car. Now, the car that was tormented as far as set on fire, I do not know if this is the same car or was the person who killed her's car. You know, but I'm sure if that was the case, they could track back to that. As far as, you know, tracking back records in reference to her phone records of the person she might interact with. Because to me, for her to be on the passenger side of this car, it means that she may have interacted with this person, so there may be some type of evidence as far as backtracking the phone records to the person that is the accuser that's, you know, basically killed her. So this is what happened. On surveillance, they found, now the surveillance video is out there. Now, as far as it being released, I haven't heard anything as far as it being released. But there's a surveillance camera that was on this guy. Now, it's 2 times that they spotted him walking to the car. They monitored him getting out of the car, and they monitored him going back to the car. Now, when he came back to the car, he had some type of gasoline or some type of, you know, a cylinder or something to set the car on fire. But once he got back to the car, he set it on fire, and also you heard a loud boom. Now, the neighbors heard this thing, who does not want to be identified as far as repercussions, because they're afraid. They said they heard it, they heard him call 911, they saw the fire being set and stuff. So, you know, and then they got to the car, you know, they put the fire out and stuff, and they found the body that was inside of there, which belonged to Diamond. So basically, they just got there and stuff. So you don't understand why would someone want to, you know, kill her. You know, she's only 20 years since the beginning, and Diamond was, she worked at Walmart. She worked in the customer service, and she worked in the French Quarters. Okay, now I don't know if you know about this, but a lot of trans women, which were referred to this before, has been murdered, and the trans of color has risen every year. 21 people has been reported killed in 2015, 14 back in 2013. So it's kind of like rising on the uprise as far as, you know, trans deaths and trans murder. And remind you, this is in New Orleans and East. And it was a blunt force trauma. So basically, she was already killed when she was in the car. Now they're not really sure if she was already dead when he drove it there, or he drove it, or she drove it, or I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but she was on the passenger side. So if she was on the passenger side, someone had to drive her there. The investigators had viewed it as a homicide and an arsonist. You know, the mother said that, even friends, they said that she was kind and loving and she had a big heart. She cared about people and stuff. And, you know, rest in peace, Goddess Diamond and stuff. And she was also an LGBT leader. And, you know, she's the 14th transgender woman that has been murdered this year. You know, so rest in peace, Diamond. You know, and my thing is this, is that, you know, I understand we're all looking for love and stuff, and a lot of times we're all lured to different locations and stuff, thinking that we could find someone who actually care about us, understand our struggles, and we're lured out there only because of the fact that we think we found someone who actually cares something about us, and a lot of times we're being misled to our own death. And, you know, I'm not saying that's the case as far as this, but I'm saying you have to be careful as much as you can. I would not blame the victim, because who doesn't want love? But the thing about it is that it bothers me because we have to understand that there are really, really sick people out here, and there really are crazy people out here. And as much as you may want to believe, crazy people really do come very nice looking, gorgeous, outstandingly fine, everything you ever can imagine. The guy, the man, the person, or the woman, you know, of your dreams. And it's only a trick. So the veil that they wear on their face is only misleading to your death. You know, this goes for me as well, you know, and it goes for anyone. It's not even a transgender thing. It's a thing of human beings. And the sad part about it is that this girl was only 20 years old. She was loving, she was warm, she was caring. And now she's dead. And for what? For what? And this is the thing, I don't want to go too much into this, but this is the thing that bothers me when I talk to you, and, you know, and I don't want to go all the way off, but this is my thing. And I'm going to talk to you just realistically for a second, and you may get a little mad at me and stuff, but when someone wants to meet you and they say the word discreet, remember discreet means if I'm coming to kill you, I don't want nobody to see me kill you. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Discreet means if I'm coming to kill you, I don't want nobody to see me kill you. That means I want you to let me know, do anybody know what you are? Do anybody know what apartment you're in? These are questions that may be a trick to your death. And I'm not saying this is what happened to her. This is not what I'm saying. This is just food for thought, because I want you to be, my whole thing is, I want you to treat people as if they are a criminal before you give them that love in your heart. Because a lot of times we have to understand, everybody's not for us. And for this girl to die this way, this is horrific. To be set on fire in a car. For what? When you could have just said, you know what, this is not what I'm into, this is not what I want. But that's not the situation. To me, you were lured, she was lured there to be murdered. And 20 years old, she's still gullible. You know, and she's believing in love. And, you know, this is the thing that goes for me, this is the thing that goes for you, because we're not perfect. But we never know. You know, life is about taking a chance. You know, but with our chances that we take, we don't want to be murdered for those chances of giving people life and living. And when people tell us to say, well, you don't be jaded, don't be bitter, don't be this certain kind of way. But when we don't be this certain kind of way, we let our guard down. Look at our reward. Look at our reward. And then they say, well, y'all be so mean, y'all so this, y'all so that. In order to stay alive, sometimes that's the way we gotta be. It's not what we choose. But we want to live another day, sometimes we have to be. We have to be. We have to be this person. We don't want to be this person. We want love like everybody else. We want somebody to care about us just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, we have to be a certain kind of way because our life will depend on it. You're coming to us, you're making us think that we found a friend, we can finally move forward, that life is so grand and we can actually move forward in our life. We actually found someone who cares about us. And reward, she got blunt force, put inside of a passenger seat car, set on fire. And for what? For what? When it's no, I'm not into that, or no, I don't want you, it's not good enough. You know, and it's like I said before, it's not just a trans thing, it's an everything thing, because women are being murdered, men are being murdered, and, you know, but my whole thing is that, you know, we have to always be careful. And we can't always get personal about our dreams. Because our dreams just be our dreams. And a lot of times we're giving out information in reference to our storyline in our life, and we're actually conversing with the enemy and don't know it. Because it comes in the form of a friend. Anyway, I just want you to be safe. And it's now officially the weekend and stuff. And I just feel with thought for the weekend. I want you to be safe and I want you to be careful, and just do the best that you can do, because you're only human, and we are humans, and that's what we do. We look for love, and sometimes we're being set up and don't even know it, and it's horrible. But I don't want you to be like me, because I'm jaded as I don't know what, but life's about taking chance. And rest in peace, my little sister Diamond. And I just want to tell you that I love you, and I want you to be careful. And remember one thing, if you don't remember nothing else. Just because the person sits in front of you is everything you ever wanted, it may be everything you never needed. Don't trust somebody based on looks. Because if you notice, there are a lot of nice looking people out here that are just killing us. And for what? So just keep that in mind. When he's everything that you want, sit back and just watch. And always remain prepared. Even if you meet somebody for the first time, take a picture of them and send it to somebody. Write the information already out. So when you snap the picture, just send it to somebody so somebody knows who's with you, just in case. Anyway, that being said, be careful, be safe. I love you, and we'll talk again tomorrow.